Hello everyone. Today I'm making three versions for three women of Mr. Jorrun comedy. Uh, if you don't know who Jorrun is, I would actually be very surprised. He was a pornographer that didn't know anything about Lorne, that made very, very cringy content, overly sexual. It was full of bad jokes and bad music. I mean, and then he would also make women of the TCAP community basically say sexual things to him through into the skies of it being comedic. Jordan was kicked out of the community whenever it was found out that he was liking pictures of underage girls on Instagram, and it was also found out that he had an like extreme genie fetish, and that was number one what he made a community member say or act out, be a genie, and number two that was what the Instagram little girls were dressed as. Jordan ended up getting catfished. Well, really, yeah, ended up getting catfished, which let everyone know that there's a Google Doc that has all of the information uh, that is not safe for work by any means. I don't think it's safe for anyone. So yeah, extreme content warning if you want to check out that. Uh, let's see. 3 weeks after being thrown out of the community, he made another channel called Steer Music. He was blacklisted out of comedy, so now he has to focus completely on his music. This was found out recently, and he basically flew the scene or not. I don't know why exactly, but I guess he did. Uh, so that channel, whereas it is still up, it has no content. I don't know if he'll return there or what. Um, but yeah, there was a mirror channel made for both Jordan Comedy and Steer Music, so you guys can check those out too. Jordan was also catfished at least twice in May on Instagram whenever it was first found out that he made Steer Music 3 weeks after being kicked out of the TCAP pornography community. And yeah, I mean, and I've been, and a bunch of people have been well, not just me, a bunch of people have been doing streams on this guy. Recently we had a 4th of July sort of challenge. Whoever could stream the longest Jordan shit um, won, and I ended up winning, which I guess I'm proud of. I mean, but anyway, whoever could take Jordan the longest basically won. I end up winning with 18 and a half hours. Yeah, with small breaks, aka me going to the bathroom or grabbing a drink or whatever. Sorry, sip of water. Uh, Jordan has also made a very infamous um, apology, despite only having I mean, this was Austin Jones levels bad. Actually, it was probably worse. Uh, Despite only having less than 200 subscribers, rather than just fleeing the scene. He also did an interview with a community member known as Mini Syllables right after shit hit the fan, basically. And he also has, what, 6 calls with Wes that are just that are just gold, honestly. Uh, as gold as his gold shoe. Yeah, for some reason in the to sum up, for some reason in the chat log he owns it was shown that he owns a single female's or woman's uh, golden high heel, which is like which is like mind-boggling. Like, why? I don't know. It looks pretty big too. It looks like he could wear it. Maybe he does wear it in that around the house. I don't know. He also Coombs are coupons for some reason. There's a lot that like into this guy, and you see like uh, the first like sim here to give you guys a bit of my creative process. Um, the first sim I didn't add glasses to because sometimes he wears glasses, sometimes he doesn't. So I only added glasses to one. I mean, it's if you guys want to download it, it's not that hard to add glasses. Um, but yeah, I mean, this guy is like a mystery. Like, I can't explain anything that he does. And by the way, the one that I'm making now is Steer Music. The first one was Jorrun Comedy, uh, which Steer Music is kind of the current Jorrun. But no, I can't explain literally anything that he does. I don't understand it. It's an enigma. Just like Lorne or any of the Predators. I don't know. I'm glad I don't understand it, but I want to, if that makes sense. Like, I'm glad that I don't understand it in the sense of, to understand something, usually you have to become it. Um, so in that sense, like, I'm glad that I don't, and I'm glad that, like, I don't really have similarities to Jorrun. I mean, I may have some, like, I feel like most people even have some similarities to Christian, uh, but they're few and far between, and I don't like to compare myself to Jorrun. I don't know. Jorrun was always comparing himself to Lorne too. He had like a weird sort of, well, it wasn't like a rivalry. It was almost like he self-consciously had to compare himself to Lorne to seem better than Lorne Armstrong, which like a normal person, number one, wouldn't think to compare themselves to Lorne, and number two, wouldn't have to. So that right there was a red flag in of itself. Um, let's see here. What else? I mean, like I said, there's a bunch I could go into. I've streamed Jorrun content a lot, like even before July. Um, I did a couple streams on him, and yeah, I've streamed like a fair bit of this guy's content, and like I don't know, like it's been like a year, and like oh, I'm still obsessed with this guy. I mean, he's To Catch a Predator's Christian at this point. Um, I mean, really, what else is there to say? I mean, there is recently, I believe it was Heisenberg White, made a subreddit to follow for Jorrun stuff. There have been multiple YouTube channels, mine included, uh, because of Jorrun. A lot of people wouldn't have joined the To Catch a Predator community if it weren't for Jorrun, which he wanted to inspire people. I mean, he did. He just didn't do it in the way that he wanted to. I guess he wanted people to kind of look up to him. Well, that didn't happen, but he still inspired people. Oh, by the way, this hat right here, this backwards hat, for some reason the game wouldn't let me turn the Sims anymore, so I had to use this. I thought it was a bandana, but as it turns out, it wasn't. But you know, as I said, that's easy to change one item. I know I'm making it up excuses, but like I don't know, it is. Um, yeah, but here we have Jordan Comedy. I made a couple outfits for these guys. You guys saw too. Here's Steer Music. And then this is Todd from Cricket Snapper. I either based it off of that or I based it off of his infamous DeviantArt sexy pose pic. I can't remember which one I did. Anyway, those are my Jorrans. Thank you guys for watching.